was a slave who led a revolt against our fellow Southern planters in Southampton County, Virginia. On the night of August 21st, 1831, Turner and 16 of his followers massacred 60 white men, women, and children. Turner and his devotees have recently been captured and executed. Pieces of evidence such as this shirt are being recovered from the scene. Turner and his men attacked victims with weapons like a whip. Currently, many African Americans are being beheaded and their heads deposited along roads to warn others about the consequences of a slave revolt. Some 60 men were accused of participating in the rebellion and were executed and lynched with ropes, such as this one. Also, more than 200 other African Americans were beaten by angry mobs of white militias. And to our reporter, Prenny, live on the scene. Peter and Prenny. Now, for a deeper look into Turner's personal life. Nat Turner was born on the Virginia plantation of Benjamin Turner. Unlike many other slaves, he was educated and instructed in reading, writing, and religion. In his childhood itself, he was sold 3 times. He was also hired by a man named John Travis while still a slave. He believed he was chosen by God to release slaves from the bondage. He, along with other slaves, planned a massacre of whites. It was planned, canceled, and then rescheduled. After the murder, he hid nearby for a month and a half. He was eventually found, convicted, and hung in Jerusalem, Virginia, along with 16 of his conspirations. Some consider Turner a martyr. Now for a clip of Turner's rebellion.
Nat Turner learned to read and write at a young age. Deeply religious, he was often seen reading the Bible. But in 1831, acting on a vision from God, he strikes out against his enemies. With other slaves, Turner kills 60 whites and at least 100 blacks in an uprising now known as Nat Turner's Rebellion. This event resulted in the most casualties of any rebellion in the South. It prompted Southern states to pass laws prohibiting the education of free blacks enslaved.
Thank you, South Carolina. Tune